Okay. So hi all. So welcome to the Pathway Infotech. So today I'm going to demonstrate about the treasury, which is related to the fixed term deposit. So the fixed term deposit, which is part of the money market. So before going to that, let me take you into the organization structure. So now that the company code which I'm going to use here is a W001. Then the product type which I'm going to use. Product type is a TFD is the product type which I am going to use. Then coming to that, the transaction type which I am going to use 100. Now let me check this one into the system. FTR underscore edit. So the product type MFD. Okay, now let me use the product type. Okay, so MFD. The product type is a MFD, so fixed term deposit. Now the BP business partner, which I am going to use here is this is the business partner which I am going to use. So that the business requirement here is that which they would like to invest into the business requirement. Business requirement is to invest in fixed term deposit. Fixed term deposit. So this is a business requirement. In order to achieve this requirement, so what are the steps which we need to perform? Okay, so the required configuration steps which are already in place. So now I just want to create the deal here. So the steps which need to be execute all the steps which need to be execute into the Fury apps, right? Okay, so what I can do first, let me go to the Fury tile, which I would like to open the Fury app. FTR underscore create. Okay, let me go to that. Refresh this one, or else let me go to the home. Then after that, I'll come back because since now let me open the Fury tile. FTR underscore create. I think let it be open that the Fury app here. So Fury apps which is running bit slow because many users are connected. So let it be open that screen. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll keep it. Let me open the other window. Other window. Let's open that one more window. Okay. Create financial transaction. This is a Fury tile. Let me go to the first step number one. Step number one. create the deal or create the financial deal or financial transaction. So the transaction, either you can use the transaction code FTR create, or either you can use create financial transaction. The Fury app which you would like to use here is a create a financial transaction. Create financial transaction Fury app. So you can use either of the one. Okay, I'll share this Excel sheet also. First step number one, let me go to the company code W001. Then the product type MFD, the product type. Then the transaction type is 100, which I would like to use. Let me take it to the business partner. So as I mentioned, right, this is the business partner which I would like to use here. Enter the business partner, then create. Click on. Okay, see 700282. Okay, the business partner which I have given. Okay, up to here, this is a business partner. Enter. Okay, or create. Now the flow type, the flow type 1100, which has to pick. Okay, what you can see here. Now my requirement is that, let's say now I want to invest that 15 million rupees here. Start date of the contract, let me take today's date, 10th of 06/2025. 10th of 06/2025. Now coming to that, the contract end date is nothing but up to when the contract would be valid. Let me give 31st of 2025. Okay, which I have taken into consideration only for the limited period. Now here the percentage rate, what would be the rate of interest which you are expecting from the counterparty here? So I am expecting the rate of return on my investment is at 12%. Now interest calculation method, select this one. So which one you would like to follow, then remove that trader which is not a valid one. Enter. Now you can see that 15 million. Okay, let me remove so that it will be the 15 lakhs rupees which I would like to invest. Now this is the frequency when you are expecting the frequency. The interest which is going to calculate 12%. But the thing is that when you would like to either monthly you are expecting or towards the end of the contract. Okay, let me keep it as at the end of the term. Or okay. So now coming to that, the due date shifting and all that is fine. Now coming to that administrative data. So general valuation clause which is already derived. Coming to that money market portfolio, this is just a reporting point of view. Other flows, in case if there are any additional expenses which we would like to apply or which we are going to bear, then we must have to select the flow here, other flows. Then there are two ways are there. Okay, this is one of the way out of that. Coming to that payment details, the payment details, which bank account we are using. Now coming to that, for outgoing direction, for outflow, let me select the bank details. SBIN. Let me select that account ID which I am using for my incoming. Now for outgoing payment, always in treasury, it should happen through the payment request. Select this one. Enter the payment method which I would like to go 5. Then this is the business partner pay information. The BP should have the bank details which we have already mapped that one. Now select this one. Enter. So for outgoing direction, I would like to generate a payment request here. Let me add the incoming payment request. One more for incoming, because for outgoing and incoming flows should happen, I would like to see in the same bank account. Select this one. So for incoming we may not require the payment request. So this checkbox is not yet selected for the incoming. Just ensure that one. Now cash flow, how the cash flow which is being calculated here. So this is the investment amount. This is the final repayment amount on 31st of 12, 2025. This is the interest which we are receiving. Coming to that, as of now, the flows which are in locked state, then the status, if you can see here, status it is in a release not required at the contract stage only. Let me select this one. It's asset transaction. Default for money market, right? Default risk parameter for money market. Money market, debt and investment, MM01. Go to structure tab here. In case if you would have configured the correspondence, just click on the correspondence and see here. See now correspondence, which is there. Now coming to that, check. Okay, conditions, effective interest rate, that is and fine. Then repayment schedule, that is also fine. Now coming to that, environment. Now I would like to see the position indicator. Which position, which account assignment reference, which this is not the correct one. The account assignment reference, which should be derived here. The account assignment reference. That is not the correct one. Let me select here. Otherwise, it will throw forex. This is the forex one. It should be in MM. I remember. MMW001, I guess. Yeah, this one money market related. Let me select. Okay, now correct proper account assignment. This can be used to for the account determination, but by default it has to derive. No manual intervention to be required. Okay, just check the result. In case if it is okay, then come back and save. Then come back. Now check the result in case of any errors. What you can see here. Check carried out successfully, meaning that there are no errors where you can see here. Now, first to save this transaction. Deal number 1all0C8, which has been created here. One all zeros which has been created. One all zeros C8 has been created. Now step number 2. The deal what we have created. Let me display the deal here. Let me display the deal here. FTR underscore, okay, display. Okay, so now FTR underscore display, what you can see the transaction display. FTR underscore display is the transaction code. What you would like to see here, just enter so that you can see the deal. This has been created. Coming to that, the cash flow. In the cash flow, what you could see here, the flows, whatever the flows which are all in the blocked status. Now I want to release this the flows. Now, in order to release them, step number 2, what you can do here, display the deal, then FTR underscore display, or display the financial transaction, or else what you can do, you can go to the display display, I mean transaction display here, transaction display here. Now step number 3, okay, step number 3, what we have to do, we have to release the deal, okay, settle the deal here. Now, in order to settle this one, FTR underscore edit, okay, FTR underscore edit is the transaction code. Now let's go to FTR underscore edit. Okay, so there is a Fury app for each and everything. Let's see that the Fury app. Okay, now see, process financial transaction. The next deal is a process financial transaction. Then the process financial transaction is a Fury app for this one. Okay, you can use this, the Fury app. Okay, now let me come back. So this is the deal which I would like to do the settlement. Click on the settle. Then the same deal what you can see here, then save it. The moment when I save this deal, right, now you can see here, let me display the deal here. You can see in the cash flow, see now the status which has been released status, the flows which has been moved from blocked status to released status. Now what I would like to do here, now the next step would be, I would like to see the which we have invested on 10th of June. This amount we must have to pay to the counterparty, then only the deal will be valid. So who is the counterparty here? The counterparty here is a UCO bank. So that we have to pay our amount to UCO bank. Then we are investing with the UCO bank. Now let's take it into that position. Now, in order to perform that one, the step number 3, do the payment. Okay, post flows. Then the transaction code is a TBB1. Then even there is a post flows as a Fury app. It is there. TBB1. Post flows. Okay, so this is a Fury app. Post flows. Post flows here. Now give the transaction. The deal that which we have created is this is the deal which we have created. Ensure the day-to-day date. Initially, we just let it be in a test run. In case of any errors, we can rectify at this stage itself. Company code here, no need to select all this transaction. Let it be money market. Rest you can deactive, because since the deal which is related to the money market. Let me execute this one. Now you can see here, still I am in test run. I haven't executed any production run. Remember, ensure that. Now go to the posting log here. What system is trying to post that accounting entry here is a fixed term deposit account, payment request clearing account. So the payment request clearing account which we have configured, based on that system is deriving this one. Come back. See now the amount which we are paying here is a 15 lakhs. Ensure that one. Okay. Come back. There are no errors. All you could see the green state here. Close this one. Come down and delete the remove the test run option and execute it. Now the system has been posted the accounting documents. Let's see that. To see that the accounting documents, first let's go to the deal here. Display, right? You can, let's see at this stage. Go to the cash flow. See, you can see that the document 1 all zeros 407 has been posted. You can see here the document which has been posted successfully. Along with, we could see that there should be a payment request. The payment request which has been generated is a 680. But if you would like to still see the documents individually, go to that the transaction code here is a TPM20 is the transaction code where you can see that. See now, display treasury, I mean posting journals. Okay, display treasury posting journals. Step number 4. Step number 5. Display treasury postings. Now this one here is a TPM 20. Then what is the next one? I mean, see treasury posting journals. Treasury posting journals is the Fury app. Now display. Okay, to display the accounting documents which are being posted here. Okay. Now give the deal number. Okay, you can see that listed. This remove. Then select only the O2C transaction here. Now the transaction number which you can give the deal number here. Then execute it. See now, the in fixed term deposit payment request clearing account, come back and you can see that the document which has been posted here, you can also see here straightforward. See, 1 all zeros 407 payment request is a 680 for this particular deal. The same information which you can see here in the posting journals level, you can see this. Now the next step would be which I would like to perform is a step 6, which I would like to do the payment. Okay, payment for treasury payments F111. Then because this payment request which has to be carried out here. Now let me go to that the payment request here, right? F111. Okay, process automatic payments. So see automatic payment transaction for payment requests. Automatic payment transactions for this is the Fury app. Automatic payment transaction for payment request. Okay. Now let me execute the run date. Let me give today's date, 10th/06/2025. Coming to that identification, let me give something 013, whatever I want, I can give. Parameters, go to the parameters. Okay, dot I missed here. 2025. Let me go to the parameters. Next payment run date, let me put it the same date. Payment method, which we have given 5. So let me select the origin. Origin is this is a treasury payment. You must have to select this one. Then go to the additional log. Select the payment method, all the cases. Select these two things. Continue. Coming to that next dynamic selection. Then what is the payment request which has been generated here? Now the payment request which has been generated here is a 680. Okay, or else you can see the deal level also. Now 680 is the payment request which you can give. House bank, which you can give the house bank here. SBIN, because I know that house bank. Okay. SBIN. Let me give this one. Account ID. If you know that account ID, you can give it, or else you can. That is sufficient. Okay, in order to take it forward. Okay, let me give that. Now I do not want to give the account ID. Then, I mean, check this one in case if there are any errors. Then save it. Then save. What we have done, the parameters which I have keyed successfully here. Now I would like to execute the first proposal. Start immediate, schedule a job. Let me execute this one. Now display the proposal log. What would be the log? Whether system is picked that amount or not. Let's see. 15 lakhs. Now come down here. 15 lakhs, what you can see here. With this run, the system is making the payment 15 lakhs rupees to the counterparty. In case if you would have done the if you would have configured the DMU file at this stage, I mean the next payment level, the system is going to generate the DMU file. Now let's come back here. Now let me execute the payment run, the final one. Okay, start immediate, schedule the job. See now one generated, one completed successfully. Now if you would like to see the payments, okay, so now you can see here, this is the document which has been posted here. Okay, this is the document which has been posted successfully here. Now the document what it has been posted. Okay, if you would like to still would like to see, go and see that FB03 transaction code, I mean, which you can able to display. Okay, so now payments which we have carried out. Now the step number 7, which I would like to perform, that accrual and deferral. Accrual and deferral. Accrual and deferral for interest. Okay, so the TPM 44 is the transaction code, because the interest which we are not receiving at this moment. Okay, we are receiving the interest towards the end of the contract or once in a year. Okay, it depends on the client requirement. Now let it go to that TPM 44, perform accrual and deferral, which I would like to perform accrual and deferral. See, run accrual and deferral. This is the Fury app. Run accrual and deferral. This is the Fury app which I would like to execute. Then run accrual, deferral, and Fury app. Sorry. Now you can see here, accrual and deferral is a month-end activity basically, which I would like to perform here during the month-end, execute and accrual deferral. Let's give the deal number here. O2C transactions. Let's give the deal number here, 8. Let's come down here. The date, I must have to give the date here is the 30th/06/2025. Let it be in a test run, which I would like to execute this one in a test run. 30th/06/2025. Let me execute. Okay, still I'm in test run only. I do not want to execute as a production run. I would like to see the test results in the test mode, and also I would like to know in case of any errors, I want to rectify at this stage. Let me execute here. Now you can see that first thing is that the interest, how it has been calculated. The total interest which is there, 98,630. 98,630 rupees. Let me go to the GUI level. I would like to show you that quickly here. Now display here. Now if I go to the cash flow, now you can see 98,630 rupees, the interest. So for this one, how the system is being calculated here. Okay, let me go to here. The system, it's a total for 200 days from the 10th of June to 29th of December 2025. Why 29th of December? Because last 2 days which will not a working day, so system is considering only the working days. Now the 10,365 which has been calculated interest only for 21 days. So the period also which has been mentioned here, okay, from 1st of June to this interest which has been calculated until 30th of June 2026. 2025. So 10,356 it is posting to June month end. It is the same interest which is reversing first day of the next month. Now let me come back. Let me remove the test run option. Let me execute into the production run. Execute into the production run. Okay, this has been executed. Now this activity which we need to carry until end of the contract, until towards end of the contract. So that accrual and deferral, either you can run monthly or you can run in one go all the transactions at a time. Also, it's up to you. However you want, you can run. But the best practice would be if we execute month end. It should be as part of month end. Then it is the best practice. Now coming to that, the step number 8. Once the end of the contract, right, towards the end of the contract, then maturity. Post flows during maturity. Okay, again TBB1 post flows, because this one, right, towards the end of the contract, which the contract is going to end 31st of December 2025. I would like to post, I mean, towards the end of the contract, this amount along with the interest, I am expecting this one. Now let me go back and post that. Okay, remember, I'll mention a note here. Note, the accrual and deferral should be carried until end of the contract, as a month end activity, remember. Okay, for to see that results, I just ran only for June month. Okay, the same you need to carry the same activity July, August, September, October, okay, November. Okay, then you need to carry this one. Now now let me carry this position. Okay, if you would like to carry that position until end of the towards the end of the contract, 30th of 11 2025. Okay, let me carry in one go. Okay, either you, up to you. Okay, now you can see here 30th of 11 the total interest which has been posted. There is still 1 month which is pending, that interest which you will receive as part of the maturity. Okay, even that is also posted. Now let's go to that TBB1 post flows. Yeah, it's a bit slow, that Fury tile. Let it come. Okay, post to close. Now give the deal number. Okay, here just remove that all together. Only keep it the money market. Give the deal number here. 8. Now come down when the contract which is going to expiry. If you can see here, the contract until 31st of December 2025. On that particular day only system, I mean the contract which is going to expiry. Okay, 31st December 2025. Let it be in a test run. Let me execute this one. See now posting log for incoming payment. What would be the incoming? Let's say now, let us see that the accounting entries here. Your bank account is debiting. Then at the same time, what is happening here? Fixed term deposit account is crediting here. Okay, so now what you can see here, if you would like to see that, the amounts also what you can see here. Your bank account is debiting, your investment account is debiting. The total interest, right? Interest, what you can see here, interest also, interest, how that system is going to, it's the incoming clearing account, then it's the interest income account. So this is the expected entry. Let's come back. Both are inflows only. Remove the test run and execute it here. Remove the test run and then execute it here. So finally we have posted. Now if you go and see the deal, okay, there were no flows are updated right here, documents. Now let me refresh this deal, display, go to the cash flows. You can see here the contract which has been closed here, okay, with this one. Finally we have received the amount with help of this document. 15 lakhs we have received from the counterparty. Then the 98,630 interest also which we have received. This is the end-to-end flow which is with respective to the money market product type. The product type which we have considered is a fixed term deposit. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video. In case if you need any clarification, anything, so kindly reach out to me. So I will be there for the I will clarify your queries. Thank you.